It was all of those things, and Ben Lewin himself, who wrote and directed the film. Ben's a polio survivor himself. He's uniquely qualified to tell this story. He's a very funny man and a very dear person that you can't really help but fall for and want to do your best for. But it really does begin with the script. I just loved the script and loved the character of Mark O'Brien. I was honestly nervous about being an able-bodied person playing this character, but when I met Ben, the first thing I asked him was why not a disabled actor, and he assured me that he'd searched and found some wonderful people, some of whom he was able to put in the movie, but he hadn't quite found his mark, and he thought that I could do it. So.
And what was the biggest challenge? Because you're really only acting from the neck up. So what is the biggest challenge with doing a movie in that respect?
Well, you kind of described it right there. It's unusual to just be able to move your head 90 degrees and try to carry a film. But again, the script is so great, the actors around me so terrific that I ultimately approached it like I would any other acting role, which was to really know the script inside out, to know the story, to try to figure out how best I could tell the story at any given moment, figure out what the character is trying to accomplish in any given moment, and then forget all that and just really be there with the other actor in the scene and have a conversation, which is what you always do.
And the sex scenes with Helen are, there's a comedic aspect to that, as well as your conversations with William H. Macy as your priest. Which did you find to be more entertaining or fun to film?
Well, that's a difficult question. To be honest, the scenes with Helen, as any love scene that you shoot in a film, love scenes are often awkward to do. I think that really played into our work. It actually informed our work and was good for our work. But it was a little perhaps easier and more of a breeze to do the scenes with the priest, just because I didn't have to be naked and didn't have to have my clothes taken off. And was quite still, whereas with Helen I was being kind of moved around, and I've just always been the hugest fan of Mr. Macy. So what a dream to get to work with him and share scenes, and he brings such humor to the film, which the movie really needs. The movie is very, if you've seen it, has a lot of comedic moments, a lot of joy in the film, and I don't think that's expected as an audience when you come into it, and so I think that really kind of lights people up. I hope so.
And my last question for you: we spoke to you in Sundance. It's a Sundance audience winner, and now you're here at Toronto. How does it feel to have the film featured in Toronto as well?
It's fantastic. I love this city. I've always loved Canada. I'm from Minnesota originally, so I'm from kind of near the border to begin with, and I always felt honorary Canadian. But I love this town. I love this festival. It will only be the second time I've seen the film. I saw it at Sundance and haven't seen it since. My sister is in town with her husband, so I'm really looking forward to seeing it today. And I'm really glad it's at this festival, which is one of the best, if not the best, in the world.